Hello everyone and welcome to another Star Wars The Old Republic video. So for this video I want to talk about helmets and how you can customize your characters in a very affordable way. So as you guys can see here on my main character sheet, I have the Nihilus helmet equipped, and this is a very rare helmet, costs a lot on the GTN, very sought after and whatever. But what you'll often see me wearing in my videos is this helmet over here, which has these two spikes sticking out. It's called the Campaign War Leader's Headgear. And this is actually a helmet that was available a long time ago where you could buy it using classic tokens. It was part of the end game gear model. And I instantly, when I had it, I fell in love with it. I thought it was awesome. I thought it was very much something a Sith would wear. It reminded me of the Darth crate mask as well. And it was something that I immediately fell in love with, and I've been wearing it ever since. And if you look at just generally all the armor pieces on my character sheet, none of it is rare item. None of it's part of a specific armor set. It's just a compilation of a bunch of really cheap armor items, and you could probably get all of these for under 100k credits. Nothing really costs more than that. And the reason is because I think when you want to customize your characters, it doesn't have to be the really rare items. I think for a lot of new players or players that don't have millions of credits, they can still customize their characters and in a very cool way and have them look very cool without having to spend millions of credits. And that's what this video is about, finding very, very cheap and affordable things on the GTN. Now, one thing to keep in mind is with the introduction of the new outfit designer here, you can have any armor piece you want to customize your character. You don't need to worry about statistics. So you could have a green, a blue, or an artifact level armor piece equipped in your outfit designer, and that won't affect your stats whatsoever. So that's made it really easy to find some really cool helmets. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to type in head here in the chat. Or it's not in the chat, in the GTN. And what you're going to see pop up are a ton of items. Now, I'm not going to sort, I don't want just the customizable custom armor. I want just any armor possible because I know I can just put it in my outfit designer and have it for my character. And immediately you're going to start seeing some really cheap and cool looking design models here. As you guys can see, you have things that like the Kessler Heavy Exoskeletal Headguard, things like that, which already immediately look pretty cool. Now this is a specific armor piece I want to highlight. It's called the Herlos Frasium Headguard MK11. Now this was actually a helmet that was featured a lot in a lot of the SWTOR class trailers, specifically for the Sith Inquisitor. And it's a very cool helmet, I believe, and especially when things from the trailers end up coming in game, it tends to be very rare and sought after. And this is a green armor piece that you can immediately equip on your characters, and I think it looks really cool. And as you can see, for 6,975 credits, you could have a really cool helmet on your characters that was featured in the trailers and everything. You also have the Chirka Corpse lacquer mesh headpiece. Now this is a specific headpiece that I think goes really well with operatives and snipers and Imperial agents and stuff. And what you can often find is helmets like those and the cap that you're going to see here often go for millions of credits on the GTN, and they're often termed something like Imperial Intelligence, Imperial Intelligence helmet or whatever. And you'll see it go for millions of credits on the GTN, but you can easily find a similar model and equip it into your outfit designer right here for 13,578 credits, which is really cheap, and you could easily outfit your Imperial agent with a Imperial themed gear without having to go to just those specific armor pieces. You also have the Sentinels Headgear over here. This is a rebreather, as you can see. Now you often see a lot of rebreathers going for tons of credits on the GTN, but as you guys can see here, you can get this one for under 20,000 credits. And this is very, if you wanted something that's like a Malgus rebreather or something, as you can see, you can find it for a very cheap price right here. Level 19. All you need to be is level 19 to use this. Then you can get into some really wacky armor models here. I mean, you won't find a cartel market item that's modeled like this helmet over here, but you can find really cool, and if you want to be unique and have your character stand out, you can find these types of helmets not in cartel packs, but actually on the GTN just as regular headgear. And what's important is that this kind of stuff tends to get overlooked, and not a lot of people think about buying helmets from these guys. When you start getting into credits, as you can see here, you have the Force Magister's headgear, something that works great with a Jedi Consular, also featured in the trailers. And you can find this kind of stuff, and it's important for you to not overlook it if you're looking to customize your character in an affordable way. And as I'm going through the pages of the GTN here, you can easily see there are just tons of helmets, a wide variety of very cool and unique models to look into. You have the ablative resonite headgear over here, very Sith, very menacing looking helmet. And once again, I can't highlight this enough, affordable prices, very cheap, usable by almost anyone. As you can see, there are some level requirements, but still, I'm certain a lot of people, as they level up their characters, the leveling requirement shouldn't be an issue. You have the crystalline Force Lord's headgear over here. This is actually the model of the Sith that you'll see in the Return trailer. The Sith Master, who's Malgus' master, you'll see him wearing this type of helmet. So as you can see, you can find these really cool models. Especially if you're a fan of the trailers and stuff and you wanted things like that. You can also model it after characters. As you guys can see here, this is the Darth Jadis helmet. This is the model of a helmet that he uses during the Imperial Agent storyline. So if you were a fan of that helmet and you wanted something like it for your own Sith character or any character really, you could find a same model on the GTN for very cheap. Then over here you have the Exotac Arms Frasium headgear. Now this is a Mandalorian themed helmet, and often you'll find that Mandalorian themed armor pieces go for tons of credits on the GTN, but as you can see here, you can get one for 50,000 credits, and all you need to do is, once again, who cares if it's green and has very bad stats. You can easily just equip it into your outfit designer, and it won't affect your stats, it won't make them lower. So you can have your own Mandalorian themed helmets here at a very affordable price. Then you can get, once again, into some very unique styles, and you can find, you have the Zakulan Silk Force Expert's headgear. Once again, very cool, very Sith looking headpiece that you can find. Then over here we get into something really interesting. As you can see, you have the Denobulan Aegis headgear. Now this is 90,000 cartel coins, and as you guys can see, it looks very gladiatorial. But if this model looks familiar to you, that's because it's actually available to buy from the cartel market. A very similar model that's under the Deceptor, armor set. And as you guys can see, if you go into equipment, you can find all the armor sets, and it's one of the really old ones, very close to launch. For 1,200 cartel coins, you get the armor set. But as you can see here, here's the Destroyer helm, no doubt going for millions of credits on the GTN. However, it's the exact same model. So unless you're specifically looking to complete the set, or if you just wanted the helmet or you just wanted the set on one character, you don't need to go and pay 1,200 cartel coins or millions of credits on the GTN to get this. You could easily find the same model on the GTN for a very affordable price. And you're gonna see this kind of stuff popping up in this video more often, because there are lots of other items and lots of other examples of this kind of stuff, and I'll go through those right now. Here's another really good example. This is the Battle Master Weapon Master's headgear. I'm pretty sure this one's crafted. And as you can see, it's going for 100,000 credits. But look at how it looks. If this looks familiar to you, this is actually this is the same model almost as the Dramatic Extrovert's headgear, which is a gold item and which does sell for millions of credits on the GTN. However, once again, if you wanted that look on your character, you didn't need to pay the millions of credits to get the Dramatic Extrovert's headgear. You could easily just get this model for 100,000 credits. It's also very similar to the Reaver's headgear, which is Darth Marr's armor set. And once again, the Reaver armor set is a very popular armor set, and it sells for tons of credits in the GTN. But if someone wanted their character to look like Darth Marr, they didn't need to go and buy this specific helmet. They could easily find that helmet over here for a very cheap price. This is another, if you guys saw the Battle Master Field Medic's headgear, that's another one that was there that looked exactly like Darth Marr's helmet. So as you guys can see, I'm just going to type in Reaver into the GTN. You're going to see the helmet pop up here for 3 million credits. And what you're going to see is it's very similar model. The color is a little bit different, but the model itself is completely identical. And if you wanted that on your character, because you wanted your character to look like Darth Marr, or have his helmet at least, you could easily find the same model for 100,000 credits. No need to pay the millions of credits on the GTN. So that's basically the video, and once again, this isn't limited to helmets, of course. You could do the same with chest pieces. I wouldn't know whether you want to do the same with gloves or anything, but you could do the exact same thing with chest pieces and go through and find very similar models to something that you're looking for, and you could get it at a much more affordable price than on the cartel market. Of course, this does not apply to to people who are trying to complete their armor sets. Now that's a different story. If you need to complete an armor set because you want to unlock it in your collections, then you'd have to pay the insane prices on the GTN. However, if you're just a character, if you're just a person looking to customize your character, you can do it in a much more affordable way than having to limit yourself to just buying items from the GTN that came from cartel packs. And also you can find very cool models and very cool armor pieces that were never ever released on the cartel market. And then you'll end up, and what you'll find is you can customize your character in a way that you love without even having to go to the cartel market for anything. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you found this helpful. I think some new players should find this video helpful because it helps teach you how to customize your characters in a way by which you're not wasting millions of your hard-earned credits. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.